Good Friday morning, a dramatic explosion overnight at Cape Canaveral.
During a key test of a new rocket, it is May 29th. This is Today. Massive fireball. Stunning video showing the moment a Blue Origin rocket erupts in flames on the launch pad. The blast seen and felt for miles.
That is crazy.
Incredibly, no one was hurt, but the launch tower destroyed. We'll have the very latest. Breaking overnight, push for peace. The U.S. and Iran closing in on a potential deal to extend the ceasefire and lift the blockades that have shut down the Strait of Hormuz for months. The question, though, will President Trump give it his final approval? We're live in the region and at the White House. Search for survivors. Emergency crews sifting through debris at the site of a powerful gas explosion at an apartment complex in Dallas.
Oh my God!
At least 3 people killed, others still unaccounted for. We're there live. Wild ride. A popular roller coaster malfunctions, leading to this harrowing scene. Passengers stranded for hours 100 feet in the air. A giant ladder brought in to carefully evacuate them one by one. We'll have all the details. Those stories, plus music icon.
And there's the last of the boys, yeah?
There's the boys,
Yep.
yeah, there they are.
Willie goes one-on-one with the legendary Sir Paul McCartney on the early days of the Beatles and the joy that writing songs still brings him 7 decades later.
I can't believe I do it professionally. Still seems like a hobby to me. I don't think that magic will ever die.
Their conversation straight ahead. All tied up. The Spurs crush the Thunder to force a series-deciding Game 7.
Throws it over the rim and one.
A winner-take-all showdown with a trip to the NBA Finals on the line. NBC Sports' Mike Tirico will join us live to help get you ready. And pay attention.
You just want attention. You don't want my heart.
Grammy-nominated pop star Charlie Puth taking over the Plaza for a must-see concert to kick off your weekend. Today, Friday, May 29th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Greg Melvin. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. Thank you so much for starting your final Friday of May with us. Laura Jarrett in for Savannah on this Friday.
Always good to be with you for some music out on the plaza. We got Charlie Puth out there. Everyone's excited. We're going to get some of the old stuff we love, but also some of the new stuff from his new album. It's going to be good.
Going to be a long day for Charlie, too. He's going to do the Plaza this morning and then going over to MSG for a concert tonight.
Big night.
First, though, we do have a lot of breaking news to cover. We're going to start with that massive explosion at Cape Canaveral, a Blue Origin rocket bursting into flames on the launch pad during an engine fire test.
The company, owned by billionaire Jeff Bezos, saying all of its personnel have been accounted for and that at this point it's, quote, too early to know the root cause.
NBC's Tom Costello covers the space program for us. He joins us now with the very latest. Tom, good morning to you.
Hey guys, good morning. So this was supposed to be what they call a static test fire on the ground, not launching, but it turned into a fiery disaster for the company overnight. This is a 322-foot tall rocket named after John Glenn. It completely blew up about 9 p.m. Blue Origin now investigating what went wrong with this rocket, set to play a critical role in America's return to the moon.
It was a massive explosion lighting up the night sky over Cape Canaveral. Blue Origin's new Glenn rocket blowing up on the launch pad during a static test fire in Florida.
Oh, no, that's an explosion.
The blast shown from multiple angles, so massive it could be seen from a plane flying above. No injuries on the ground, but the incident destroyed one of the launch pad towers and shook the nearby community. Captured on nearby doorbell cameras, turning the night sky orange.
That is crazy. There's the shockwave.
Blue Origin is owned by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, who posted overnight that personnel are safe and the company is working to find the cause, adding, quote, "Very rough day, but we'll rebuild whatever needs rebuilding and get back to flying." That rebuilding will be key for America's plans to return to the moon. NASA just awarded Blue Origin a major contract to deliver rovers on New Glenn rockets to the moon's surface. NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman announcing it earlier in the week.
In this moon base endeavor, we certainly hope to be breaking records on nearly every mission.
Overnight, Isaacman posting spaceflight is unforgiving, and developing new heavy lift launch capability is extraordinarily difficult, promising NASA will update on any impacts to the Artemis and moon base programs. Blue Origin had been part of the next stage of Artemis, which aims to get American astronauts to the moon within just a few years. Artemis, of course, enjoyed extraordinary success with its lunar flyby last month. Now, Isaacman promising NASA will, quote, get back to launching rockets, while the investigation and recovery from that devastating blast on the launch pad continue.
Tom, you've covered space for a couple decades for us now. Give us some perspective here. How big of a setback is this for Blue Origin? How big of a setback is this for America's lunar program overall?
Yeah, pretty big for Blue Origin. These repairs will take months at a minimum, but Blue Origin is so far the key player in getting cargo and eventually astronauts up to the moon. And that plan depends on many launches of this New Glenn rocket. It was grounded last month, by the way, after an engine failure put a satellite in a wrong orbit. But the company has been on track to launch a test flight this fall for a prototype lunar lander. But right now, NASA's plans to go to the moon are almost on steroids, very fast. And so to have a setback like this could be a setback for NASA as well for a while.
All right, Tom Costello starting us off this morning. Tom, thank you.
Also this morning, there appears to be new movement on a deal that could potentially lead to the end of the war with Iran. After several days of renewed strikes on both sides, officials in Washington and Tehran now say they are closing in on a preliminary agreement. NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel has the very latest for us. Richard, good morning.
Good morning. This Iran deal increasingly looks like a mirage. Every single day we seem to be getting closer, but never get there. Now, U.S. officials say they do have a memorandum of understanding with Iran, but it hasn't been finalized. U.S. and Iranian negotiators are closing in this morning on a preliminary peace deal to extend the ceasefire for 60 days, enter into detailed negotiations on Iran's nuclear program, and open the Strait of Hormuz, lifting shipping blockades that have sent gas prices soaring. A senior Arab official directly involved in the talks tells NBC News negotiators agreed to the outline of a deal 4 days ago, but have been awaiting final approval from Iran's top leaders and President Trump. Vice President Vance confirmed the agreement is nearly ready, but says he doesn't know when or if the president will sign, with some discrepancies on key questions remaining.
We're going back and forth on a couple of language points. There are a couple of issues on the nuclear stuff, the highly enriched stockpile, and also the question of enrichment.
But it all remains very fragile, with Iran and the U.S. exchanging fire twice this week, nearly ending the deal. And a key U.S. partner in the region, Israel, is expressing doubt on the agreement, officials saying it doesn't limit Iran's missile program. And other ceasefires President Trump helped to negotiate are not holding. Not in Lebanon and not in Gaza. Israeli forces occupy about 50% of the Gaza Strip to pen in Hamas. Prime Minister Netanyahu now says Israel plans to occupy even more of the territory, which was never part of the peace deal. We were at 50%, he said. We moved to 60%. My directive is to move step by step, first of all, to 70%. Let's start with that. It's not an encouraging sign for a new Middle East ceasefire, even if it is finalized. And in Lebanon, the Israeli military today issued new evacuation orders for Lebanese civilians, telling them to leave certain parts of the country for their own safety. Evacuation orders now apply to nearly 20% of the country, Laura.
And Richard, as all this is happening, there's also tensions flaring in a different war, the Russia-Ukraine war, with a NATO country now being hit overnight. What more can you tell us about that?
This was a surprise attack. It shocked many NATO countries. Russia launched a drone attack at an apartment building in Romania, which does not border Russia, is a NATO member. Romania scrambled jets. NATO condemned it. It seems that Vladimir Putin is trying to test NATO's resolve after President Trump has repeatedly questioned and criticized the alliance for not doing more to support his war in Iran. Laura.
Richard Engel, thank you.
Meanwhile, here at home, there's a growing controversy surrounding the planned celebrations to mark America's 250th anniversary. A number of musical acts announced as performers now dropping out. NBC's senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez has the very latest on this one. Gabe, good morning.
Craig, good morning. Officially, the nonprofit organizing group Freedom 250 bills itself as nonpartisan, but a wave of controversy has exploded after performers were announced this week. Now, new backlash ahead of the country's 250th anniversary. This morning, President Trump's efforts to put his stamp on Washington and the nation's anniversary are in the spotlight. The president has been gearing up for celebrations in the nation's capital this summer to mark America's 250th birthday, including a series of concerts on the National Mall.
And this momentous anniversary year, that's what it is. It's a momentous year.
But a wave of artists are dropping out of the event called the Great American State Fair. A group called Freedom 250, backed by the president, announced the lineup on Wednesday. But now multiple artists are saying they won't attend, including Martina McBride, Young MC, Bret Michaels, and the Commodores. Many citing a heated political environment, saying they initially thought the events would be more nonpartisan. While plans are moving ahead on another event marking America's 250th, a UFC fight night in June, also celebrating the president's birthday. Construction already underway, transforming the south lawn of the White House. But now pushback from a key voice, wildly popular podcaster Joe Rogan, a UFC commentator, expressing concern.
The White House thing is odd. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of fighting outside at all. The last time, like last year, same day, was 100 degrees.
Still, Rogan says he plans to be there. This all comes amid some Republicans' push to mark America's milestone in another way, a proposed $250 commemorative banknote. The Washington Post publishing a mock-up with President Trump's portrait.
I don't think that there's anything untoward about having the President of the United States, the person who was President of the United States, on the 250th anniversary bill.
But under current law, no living person can appear on U.S. currency, so any changes would take an act of Congress. Now, several Republicans are backing legislation to do just that, though it's stalled in the House. Democrats are vowing to fight the idea, so it's highly unlikely to go anywhere. Still, starting this June, President Trump's signature will start to appear on new U.S. currency. Craig.
All right. Gabe Gutierrez from the White House there for us. Gabe, thank you.
Also this morning, first responders in Dallas are continuing to comb through the debris of a powerful gas explosion. You can see it there. It tore through an apartment complex, killing at least 3 people and sparking a 5-alarm fire. NBC's Ryan Chandler joins us now from the scene. Ryan, good morning.
Well, Laura, good morning. Firefighters worked all through the night to try and find any sign of life after this tragedy has shocked the city. The last message from officials as the sun went down over that wreckage, there may still be more people left to find. Overnight, the urgent search for the missing after a deadly blast demolished this Dallas apartment building.
Oh, my God.
The casualties rising overnight. 3 people were killed, including a child, according to authorities. People across Dallas shocked as the massive smoke cloud rose above the city.
I want to encourage our entire city, the entire state, the entire nation to come together and pray for all the people.
Officials tell us they believe a contractor was working at the building and struck a gas line, triggering the violent blast. More than 100 firefighters rushing to the rubble, first responders emotional as they work to find the victims.
There are a number of things that we are before we are first responders, and that is, excuse me, and that, you know, we're parents, and with school being let out and the possibilities regarding who might be in those apartments.
At the scene Thursday night, an agonizing wait for answers.
We don't know where they're at. We can't find them.
Rosie Martinez says she was searching for her sister and her 1-year-old nephew.
This doesn't feel real to me. It feels like I don't know how to react. I don't know how to act. I just want to see that they're okay.
The search continues today, with more still unaccounted for.
We still got quite a bit to go. We may very well find more victims.
On the scene last night, we really saw this community come together, neighbors embracing each other, churches opening their doors. We know the city is helping anybody who is still displaced without a home to return to, with hotels for the time being. We're also learning that the NTSB is sending a team to Dallas to investigate what went so catastrophically wrong. Laura.
A long recovery there for that community. Ryan, thank you.
Lots more to get to here this morning, including much of Europe on red alert this morning, baking under an early and intense heat wave. Millions being forced to cope with unprecedented, record-shattering temperatures. NBC's Danielle Hamamdjian is in London, where it hit 95 degrees this week. Danielle, good morning.
Good morning, and right on cue, Craig. Classic British weather. It just started raining just a few minutes ago. Now, schools are on midterm break here in the UK, but in France, some schools have had to close. In one case, one school, officials say, had in the hallways temperature reaching 127 degrees.
Across Europe, scorching heat even before the official start of summer. Record temperatures blasting France, Spain, and the UK, soaring well above average.
I'm from California. This is like way hotter than I was expecting. I feel like I'm dying here.
At the Eiffel Tower, a misting system deployed earlier than expected, offering some relief.
It's unprecedented. It's this hot this early in the year, so it's just a little concerning.
But on the tennis courts at the French Open, it's so excruciating, a ball girl almost fainted. Czech player Jacob Mensik, exhausted, collapsed on the court due to cramps at the end of a nearly 5-hour match.
It's insane to play in this weather.
Very challenging conditions.
And 24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic called for more night matches on hot days.
If you have, certain days that you have extreme heat and conditions, then maybe that's something to consider.
Officials say a massive high-pressure system known as a heat dome is trapping hot air over the continent. In Vatican City, even the Pope had to interrupt a meet and greet to check in on a man who had fainted. Hitting 104 degrees, Portugal saw its hottest day in May ever recorded, as did the UK, where a century-old temperature record was broken not once but twice this week. While in Italy, those iconic water fountains, hundreds of years old, still helping steaming tourists power through an early record-breaking heat wave.
Now, in France, officials say at least 7 fatalities have been linked to the heat. And here in the UK, more than 10 people have died in water-related incidents. Tragically, many of them teenagers. Craig, Laura, back to you.
All right, Danielle Hamamdjian for us there in London. Danielle, thank you.
For more on the weather back here at home as we head into the weekend, Dylan's in for Al this morning. How are we looking?
Well, around here, we are looking for some sunshine, but in the southeast, we're going to see a lot more rain. That stationary front, it's been stationary, frankly, all week long. So as long as it stays there, we'll see the showers and the storms right along this frontal system. You'll get breaks of sunshine and then some thunderstorms, and rainfall rates could be as high as about 1 to 2 inches per hour. So again, the ground is saturated, and we do have that flooding concern because of those heavier downpours expected. Rainfall totals, especially across Georgia, including up into Atlanta, where we could see some rainfall or airport delays, we could end up with about 2 to 3 inches of rain. Now, across New England, we also have this storm system that's going to race in here from Canada. It's going to move through, bring with it a lot of wind, a lot of heavy rain across New Hampshire, Vermont, up across down East Maine. We do have some marine weather alerts across the water areas because of those gusty winds. And as far as snow is concerned, there's a chance above 3,000 feet we could see some slushy snow coat the ground, but it's really more of a rain event across New Hampshire, up into Maine, where we could end up with about 2 to 3 inches of rain. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
Back at 7:30. Back on a gorgeous Friday morning here in Midtown Manhattan. Absolutely perfect weather for a concert. Carson Daly. We just so happen to have one lined up from Mr. Charlie Puth.
Well, we're getting the hitmaker at the right time. It's been a busy few months for Charlie Puth. He sang the national anthem a few months ago at the Super Bowl. He had his first son, baby Jude. He's got a new record, world tour, so lots to get to today. In fact, he'll be at Madison Square Garden tonight, but as you well know, we're going to get him right here on the Plaza.
It's going to be good. He's going to do a bunch of good songs for us, but we're going to get to that concert in the 8 o'clock hour, but we're going to start this half hour with a wild roller coaster experience for a group of young riders in Texas.
Yeah, take a look right here. I mean, they were stranded high in the air for a very long time before they were finally rescued. NBC's Emily Aketa is here with some details on what went wrong down there in Texas. Emily, good morning.
Hey there, guys. Good morning to you. Well, the top of a roller coaster is the biggest thrill for some, but imagine dangling at the peak for hours. That's what happened to a group of students in Galveston, launching a delicate rescue operation that went late into the night. A harrowing rescue at one of the most iconic amusement parks in Texas. 8 people trapped high atop the Iron Shark coaster at Pleasure Pier in Galveston. The riders facing upwards for 4 hours as the terrifying scene unfolded just after 5 p.m.
We have to be very careful, especially with the rescuers we had in the basket at the time.
Witnesses capturing the dramatic incident as firefighters rushed to rescue the riders suspended some 100 feet in the air.
I'm going to put a harness on the first 2, and then I'm going to let you know when I'm ready to release.
They are providing them direction on what to do, where to step, how to come down on that ladder, all the way through down the ladder till they get down on the ground.
In a statement, the amusement park said in part, quote, "The ride experienced a malfunction at its initial ascent. However, as designed, it immediately stopped to keep everyone safe," adding a thorough inspection of the ride is currently underway. The riders, identified as local students who were on a STEM school field trip, were all safely brought down during the 4-hour operation. School officials saying, "We are thankful for the rescue efforts of the first responders and park personnel." Historic Pleasure Pier, which opened in 2012, features 16 attractions, and the Iron Shark is one of the park's marquee rides. The massive steel coaster features a 100-foot vertical lift with speeds of up to 52 miles per hour. The park's website touting the Iron Shark will attack when least expected. But this morning, those riders are safely back on the ground.
Yes.
And fire officials say it wasn't just the ride that malfunctioned, but the lift to retrieve people also had mechanical issues. That's why they brought in the tower truck with a full reach of 105 feet. The ride, remember, sitting at 100 feet, so just enough reach to get those kids safely back on the
Gosh,
stay on the ground, just stay right where we are, safe and sound.
To get stuck. They were in that position.
Right.
But it's never
Upside
in a good
down.
place. It's always in a tricky place.
Right, upside down, bargaining with God.
Glad it ended well.
Thank you, Emily.
All right, still ahead, WINNER. Why am I spelling winner? We're going to take you inside last night's dramatic finish to crown the new National Spelling Bee champ.
All right, sounds good. But first, a hot summer debate over what you should and should not set up in the sand for a little cover from the sun. NBC's Jesse Kirsch is on the case down in Miami Beach for us. Tough assignment there for Jesse. We'll get more info right after this.
We're back, 7:38 now with In Depth today. The unofficial start of summer only arrived a few days ago, but there's already a heated debate on both sides, both coasts, about beaches.
Yeah, it centers around what you use to get a little shade from the sun, with more communities now cracking down on some of those oversized options.
NBC's Jesse Kirsch is down in Miami Beach with that story. Hey, Jesse, we see you got up out of your chair.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, I mean, how could I not take in this view? A beautiful start to the day here in Miami Beach. And for decades here and at so many other places, people have been turning to something like this, a colorful umbrella to get a little bit of a break from the sun, get some shade. But increasingly, people are looking for options like this instead, a wind-driven canopy. However, perhaps not surprisingly, the debate continues about what you should and should not have when you come out here to enjoy a day at the beach. And some people along the sandy shores are even throwing shade on the new ideas.
For so many, summer is about views like this.
I don't really get this fascination that people have with the ocean.
But those of us who do enjoy a day at the beach sometimes need shady relief. And this morning, the debate over the best solution rages on.
You're sticking with what you know.
I do love the classic umbrella.
It's not pulling out of my hands.
No, you can't. A kid can hold it.
More and more people are packing up their beach umbrellas and hoisting wind-driven canopies, like the one we found John Moreno using on Florida's Hollywood Beach.
And when you see all these umbrellas and then you got this, who do you think's the smarter customer?
Me. This is much better.
People like John say umbrellas are heavier and more likely to blow away in the wind, which can be dangerous.
You get the spiral thing and you drill it into the ground, it's not going anywhere.
But even some public safety professionals see these canopy-like devices as a safer bet. One product getting a lot of attention, the Shibumi Shade.
It's the greatest thing ever invented.
There are critics, too, saying these devices take up more space than umbrellas and block the view. But Shibumi's co-founder says umbrellas can be more of a nuisance.
You would say to get the same amount of shade, people are going to wind up putting down multiple umbrellas and take up the same footprint.
That's right. That's right.
It's not just aesthetics.
The cabanas, shibumis, and tents, big tents are not allowed. You can have only single pole umbrella and small tent for a baby.
Cities like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, restrict the use of certain devices to ensure lifeguards can see everything they need. Back on Hollywood Beach, shibumis, umbrellas, and open-air tents are generally allowed, as long as they don't blow away or block lifeguards' view.
The lifeguard in the stand should be able to see anywhere where the water touches the sand and beyond, obviously. That's where the most dangerous things happen out there.
And among those seeking waterfront views for relaxation, some want sun over shade of any kind.
You're anti-umbrella.
I am anti-everything.
All right, it's clearly very divisive on set. We've got a lot of thoughts as well off camera, Jesse. But what are the actual rules about all of these canopies? It feels like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, Laura, I'd say first and foremost, check with your local beach because the rules vary place to place. In Hollywood, Florida, for example, there are limits on the size of the tent, how far apart they need to be from each other. You can't pair them up next to each other. Some places have outright banned certain canopies and telling you just stick with the umbrella. So check wherever you go. And then when it comes to who's going to block your view more, I asked some people about this on the beach. And one of the things we heard is if you get there early, it doesn't matter if you put up something like this or if you put up something like that. You're going to have the best view. So early bird, once again, catches the worm. And that's why we got here nice and early. Sending it back to you guys.
You're going to be posted up there for the rest of the day, Jesse. Enjoy.
Well done, Jesse. Well done. Cushy assignment.
See, as someone who enjoys the sun,
Yeah.
I do feel like there's all this shadow now cast in my area.
You don't like all the obstructions.
I don't need all the obstructions.
What
I
say
want
you,
full
Carson?
It's
sun.
getting dangerous to go to the beach between the skin cancer stories we do and the violent
I'm using
umbrellas flying
sunscreen,
everywhere.
to be clear.
Shark attacks.
To be clear.
Yeah.
Stay inside. Stay inside.
Beach is not so attractive much these days.
Dylan Dreyer, speaking of sunny skies, how's the weather looking as we head into the weekend?
Weather looks pretty good for a lot of folks. We are going to see a good amount of sunshine for the East Coast. We've got this omega block. It's called that because it looks like the Greek letter omega. So in the middle, we've got the warm temperatures running about 15 to 25 degrees above average. And then on either coast, on the West Coast, we have that area of low pressure keeping things cooler. And in New England, we also have another area of low pressure that's going to keep things cooler as well. So Cleveland's 78, but you go up into Lake Placid, it's only 64. Chicago looks good at 84. Minneapolis kind of hot at 87. Billings, Montana, well up into the 90s. We're going to stay in the 80s and 90s across the northern plains. And then very pleasant in Green Bay, Des Moines, about 71 to 78 degrees, nice and comfortable in Dayton, 77 down into Ohio. But in the Northeast tomorrow, we're only going to be mostly in the 60s, but we should still see a good amount of sunshine, so it'll actually feel very pleasant. We get back into the upper 70s by Sunday. Monday, Raleigh's into the 80s by Monday. Cincinnati will stay nice and comfortable in the mid to upper 70s too. So record highs are possible across the northern plains, the upper Midwest. Down in the southeast, more wet weather, scattered showers and storms, and some isolated severe storms across the panhandle of Texas. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Dylan.
All right, guys, you ready? We got a good pop star sneak peek for you. We're going to start this one by going back to the 70s for this one.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Well, Mr. Rogers stepping into 2026 now with a brand new YouTube channel. Launches June 4th. The iconic show is going to welcome the next generation of viewers to the neighborhood. The channel, started by Fred Rogers Productions, is going to feature full episodes of the show, clips, compilations from that iconic show aimed at continuing to spread Mr. Rogers' timeless messages of kindness and curiosity. We need those messages now more than ever, arguably.
I thought you were going to say there was going to be like a reboot because everything's now like a remake.
Well, give it time, but they're doing it because it's the 25th anniversary of the last episode.
I've shown old episodes to my kids, and it's amazing how
they like
calm it keeps them. They're engaged, they're focused. It's like if things just slow down a little bit, the message gets through.
Well, it's back on YouTube.
Just ahead, two of the most exciting words in sports. Game 7, the Spurs dominating the Thunder last night, setting up a winner-take-all showdown here on NBC with a trip to the NBA Finals at stake. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it with the guy calling the action. There he is, up early, Mr. Mike Tirico, right after this.
The San Antonio Spurs going to take this one in the biggest blowout of the series by 27 points. The Spurs have pulled it off, and there will be a 7th game.
That is exciting. Of course, the voice there of our buddy Mike Tirico. That was him calling the end of last night's Western Conference clash between San Antonio and OKC. The Spurs, especially in the third that opened it up, they absolutely crushed the Thunder. Their series now, as you just heard, heading to a winner-go-home Game 7 for the right to play the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals.
All right, Mike Tirico up early, joins us now from San Antonio. Mike, thanks for waking up early, first of all. So, I mean, Mike, the Spurs now, they've got the they've got the momentum, but now they've got to go to Oklahoma City for this Game 7. How do we think it's going to play out?
It's gone back and forth. It really has, more than everybody. The team that had the momentum seems to lose it right away. We've only had one team win back-to-back games. That was Oklahoma City winning games 2 and 3. San Antonio did what they needed to do last night. Best player on the floor, Victor Wembanyama. He took control of the game early, hit a bunch of shots. Oklahoma City, no response. And we have an ultimate game between the two best teams in the league, record-wise, this regular season.
Go ahead, Carson.
Well, listen, Mike, two things here.
He has thoughts.
I'll go. I've got many thoughts, so I'm glad you're going to give it to me. First of all, just another basketball front, and we'll get to a personal front. Whoever wins this series in Game 7, what does the matchup look like with the Knicks?
Well, the Knicks look great, obviously. They've won 11 straight games. They're winning their games by an average of 20-plus points. They've been awesome. New York's all excited for next week in the NBA Finals back for the first time in a quarter century. The Knicks will face the best defensive team they've faced so far in the playoffs. Will the rust hurt their offense sitting out a week? Hard to say all of those will factor in, but the Knicks, many thought the East champ would not be a contender in the finals. Knicks are just as much a contender to win the finals as either of these teams. I think a great final series is ahead.
That's what we all want, right, Mike? It was a crazy series. It's been a wild week in the NBA, but also a wild week for you. It was a first. You found out you won an Emmy while you're on set calling the game?
Yeah, from the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller. That's what made it really special. That was the neat part. The ceremony was going on during our game. I'm embarrassed. People don't want to talk about the announcers. They want to just enjoy the game. But it was an honor. I was genuinely surprised. We were focused on the game. I knew the ceremony was going on in the city. But it's a thank you to all of our teammates. As you all know, any of us on the front end of this, without great teammates to lift us up, we can't do what we do. So I accept it on behalf of our whole Sunday Night Football, Olympics, and basketball group.
Wow,
you are the gold
humble.
standard.
Yeah.
You are the gold standard. That's
so gracious, so generous as always. Good luck, Mike. Get some rest. Looking forward to hearing you and seeing you tomorrow night.
Going back to bed. See you for Game 7 tomorrow.
Spurs Thunder must-see Game 7 with a trip to the finals on the line. Coverage starting at 7:30 Eastern right here on NBC and, of course, streaming on Peacock.
You know, that's a treat for us, this Game 7. There's only been 5 Game 7s in the Western Conference Series since 2000.
Only
so
5?
This is a big treat.
Who do you like?
A big game.
Who do you like?
I mean, it's just impossible. So you get Wemby like you played yesterday. I mean, how can you go against what you saw last night?
All right.
We'll see how it goes. Coming up, guys, look outside. We got the man of the morning. He has arrived. We're going to play Madison Square Garden tonight. Call it the warm-up show. Right here, a few blocks away. Our Friday concert on the Plaza is with the one and only Charlie Puth after your local news.
It's 8 o'clock on today. Coming up, massive fireball. Overnight, this Blue Origin rocket exploding during an engine firing test.
That is crazy and not normal.
That blast seen and felt for miles. What the Jeff Bezos-owned company is saying about the fiery setback. Then, the sweet spell of success.
You are the 2026 Scripps National Spelling Bee champion.
Meet the 14-year-old taking home the top prize at the National Spelling Bee. Coming up, a look at that winning word before he joins us live. And meet the Beatle. Willie sitting down with the one and only Sir Paul McCartney about his legendary life and career, from his days with the Fab Four.
It's just like, okay, it's another gig.
To his new music that includes a little help from his friend.
The place we used to play was in the middle of the street, but it was home to us.
Their conversation in just a bit. All that, plus the songs of the summer revealed.
He's choosing Texas, I can tell.
Conan heads back to school.
I fought like hell to have today's ceremony named Conan O'Brien Presents the Harvard Commencement, starring Conan O'Brien.
And Charlie Puth is here to rock the plaza. With a concert to kick off the weekend right today, Friday, May 29th, 2026.
Happy Friday! Front row for Charlie Puth! We love you, Charlie!
Travel from Harper's Ferry, West Virginia.
Glendale, Arizona!
And Ellicott City, Maryland.
Today's my birthday! Celebrating Mom's 70th!
Today is my first Charlie Puth concert.
Ready for Charlie Puth!
We're ready too. Welcome back to today. Thank you so much for starting your Friday morning with us. Thanks to Laura Jarrett as well for pitching in. Savannah gets a head start on the weekend. Going to be a fun concert.
Oh my gosh, always love a Friday concert. Charlie Puth's going to be so good.
Yes, going to get outside, hang out with Charlie in just a few minutes. Speaking of stars, though, by the way, we've got a parade of stars next week here on Today. Tina Fey, Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor, all here.
It's good. And there's more. Jennifer Lopez, the SNL alum Will Forte, and the one, the only Paul Rudd. You won't want to miss a moment of that, all here in 1A next week.
All right, so that's next week. Right now, though, let's get to your news at 8. We're going to begin with that massive explosion at Cape Canaveral overnight. A Blue Origin rocket bursting into flames on the launch pad during an engine fire test. NBC's Tom Costello covers the space program for us, joins us now with the very latest. Tom, good morning.
Yeah, hey, Craig. So this happened during what's called a static test fire on the ground. Not a launch, but a critical test on the pad for Blue Origin's new Glenn rocket, named after John Glenn. It was at about 9 p.m. when this rocket exploded in one of the biggest explosions I've ever seen during a test failure. Thankfully, no one was on the pad at the time, no injuries, but significant damage to the pad at Cape Canaveral Space Force Base, right next to the Kennedy Space Center. The explosion could be seen and heard for miles around as this bright orange light suddenly lit up the night sky. Blue Origin, as you probably know, is owned by Amazon founder and billionaire Jeff Bezos. And just this week, the company won a NASA contract to use the new Glenn rockets to deliver cargo and eventually astronauts to a moon base. Bezos posted on social media, "Very rough day, but we will rebuild whatever needs rebuilding and get back to flying," he said. This could be a setback for deploying new satellites and for NASA's plans for building out the moon base. It could delay that process just a bit. Those rockets were going to start launching this year. Craig?
All right, Tom Costello for us there. Tom, thank you.
Okay. There is a new twist this morning in a high-profile case. Sources telling NBC News that the Justice Department has now opened a criminal investigation into E. Jean Carroll's lawsuits. You'll remember she's the writer who sued the president over sexual abuse. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell's in Washington with all the details on this. Kelly, what more are you learning?
Well, good morning, Laura. The larger context for this is the president's very public stand that he wants to see the Department of Justice pursue his political rivals and perceived enemies with investigations. E. Jean Carroll is a private citizen who successfully sued Mr. Trump. And now that civil litigation is connected to a new criminal probe.
Can we have a few words, please?
This morning, 82-year-old writer E. Jean Carroll propelled back into the center of a legal drama.
Financial blow
Linked to Carroll's 2 civil court victories against President Trump.
I got sued by E. Jean Carroll.
But this time, it's the Department of Justice opening a federal criminal probe focused on how her legal team was funded. A source familiar with the investigation says prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office in northern Illinois are looking into a nonprofit that helped pay Carroll's lawyers. Carroll and her lawyer declined comment. And late Thursday, the U.S. attorney released a statement that his office has never opened a criminal investigation into E. Jean Carroll, but did not address the nonprofit, which is backed by billionaire LinkedIn founder and Democratic donor Reid Hoffman, whose role President Trump has repeatedly and publicly criticized.
Reid Hoffman is sponsoring this woman that said terrible things from 30 years ago.
A jury found Mr. Trump liable for sexually abusing Carroll in a department store dressing room in the 1990s. Later, he was found liable for defaming her with an $83 million judgment. Carroll spoke with Savannah in 2023.
This is about getting my name back, and that's what we accomplished.
The president has asked the Supreme Court to toss out the case and denied wrongdoing.
I denied the story because it's not true. I have no idea who the woman is, and I never met her.
In a deposition, Mr. Trump was shown a photo of himself and Carroll, but misidentified her as his second wife.
That's Marla. Yeah, that's my wife.
Unlike those other investigations, E. Jean Carroll is not a public figure, not a public official, and neither is Reid Hoffman. We've made multiple attempts to reach Hoffman for comment. Also, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche has recused himself from the Carroll-related investigation, according to a source. He, of course, was one of the president's personal lawyers before he was appointed to the top job at Justice. Laura?
All right, Kelly O'Donnell, we'll see where it goes. And a quick programming note for you here on Meet the Press. This weekend, Kristen Welker talks to former Vice President Mike Pence and Democratic Governor Andy Beshear of Kentucky. That's Sunday on Meet the Press.
Now, some breaking news here in New York City. Commuters are facing extensive delays right now in and out of Penn Station after an Amtrak work train caught fire. At least 5 civilians are being evaluated by emergency medical personnel, we're told. At this point, it's not clear what sparked that fire. An investigation is underway, but it could take a number of hours to get train traffic in and out of Penn Station back on schedule.
We have covered the news. How about a boost?
Would love a boost.
Are you ready? Are you
Yes.
ready for your spelling test? Because there is a new Scripps National Spelling Bee champ this morning. The winner decided during a nail-biting spell-off between 7th grader Ishan Gupta and 8th grader Cherie Parikh, who had 90 seconds to spell as many words as they could.
Tlachli,
TLACHTLI.
Madokwa,
MADOQUA.
Rishi Arias,
RETIARIUS.
Chikungunya,
CHIKUNGUNYA.
Bromocryptine,
BROMOCRIPTINE.
Kashaw,
CUSHAW.
Crushed it. In the end, there could only be one winner to take home the title and the $50,000.
Shrey, during the spell-off, you correctly spelled a total of 32 words. Ishan, you correctly spelled a total of 25 words, and that means that Shrey, you are the 2000.
Wow.
Congrats to them both, but especially Sheree, the winner, the 14-year-old from California. He grabbed that coveted title during his last year of eligibility. We will celebrate with him when he joins us live coming up in our 3rd hour. Do you know this was his 3rd time?
Oh, wow.
So 3rd time's a charm for Sheree.
Not only could I not spell those words, I never heard of the words.
I know, that's the thing.
I don't even know what the words mean.
We need a definition.
Right.
Maybe that would help.
C. Daly probably could.
And I just asked AI what chikungunya means, and it's like to dry up or contort forward. It's like a joint reference.
Oh.
Never knew. It also took you like 10 minutes to figure that out. Guys, coming up, we got breaking news and pop start. Hot off the presses, we're revealing Spotify's predictions for song for this year's Summer Jam.
All right, speaking of music, buddy, Willie's one-on-one with Sir Paul McCartney himself. The music icon opening up about his nostalgic new album, revisiting the Beatles' early days, and why, after nearly 70 years as a performer, it still amazes him. But first, these messages.
I love you, but I...
Welcome back. For 7 decades, Paul McCartney has been shaping generations of fans with his musical genius.
Really amazing. Now 83, the legend still going strong while also taking some time to look back on a prolific life and career that all started when he and his childhood buddy John Lennon formed a little group called the Beatles.
The Fab Four. Our buddy Willie Geist got together with Sir Paul recently to talk about all of it.
I've got a feeling.
And there's the last with the boys, yeah?
There's the boys.
Yep.
Yeah, there they are.
You haven't changed a bit, Paul.
For Paul McCartney, the process and the joy of making music has not changed over all these years.
I just love noodling around on a guitar. So I'll play, and if I'm lucky, something nice will appear, a nice chord or some words I like, and then I just will follow that trail.
The latest trail takes the 83-year-old McCartney back to his childhood in Liverpool, England, and as he puts it, the days we left behind.
Looking back at white and black.
That is the lead single off of his new album, The Boys of Dungeon Lane.
The memories that are conjured throughout this of your friends, of your parents, of your childhood. What made you at this point in your career want to go all the way back to those days and tell those stories?
I don't know, you know, maybe it's just this point in my life, but I enjoy looking back. If you're lucky, like I was, you've got a lot of warm memories. I had a really good family.
1, 2, 3, 4.
McCartney's second family, the Beatles, was born when Paul met John Lennon in the summer of 1957. Together with Paul's schoolmate George Harrison and drummer Ringo Starr, they became the most famous band in the world.
3,000 screaming teenagers are at New York's Kennedy Airport.
In February of 1964, the Beatles landed in New York to make their American debut on The Ed Sullivan Show.
Whose screams herald the appearance on our show of the Beatles.
Shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby.
We didn't kind of know quite some of the TV shows we were doing, like Ed Sullivan. We'd never heard of him. It didn't faze us. It was just like, okay, it's another gig.
You say goodbye, but I say hello.
And now here we are in the year 2026. You've just come from the Ed Sullivan Theater. What was it like to be back in that theater?
It's magical when you realize that the space you're standing in was the same space that those 4 boys stood in. And now here we are. It's like, wow, we did okay.
The Beatles split up in 1970, but on the new album, McCartney brings the 4 lads from Liverpool back together. Ringo joins Paul on lead vocals for the first time ever on the song Home to Us.
But it was home to us.
And in Down South, McCartney recounts carefree days of hitchhiking with his old friend Harrison, who died in 2001.
It was a good way to get to know you.
Nearly 60 years now since he last played with the Beatles.
I've got a feeling.
McCartney continues to make music with the enthusiasm of that mop-haired teenager in Liverpool.
I think I know the answer to the question, but is there any world in which you put down the guitar and you go, I think I've done it?
I hope not. Can't believe I do it professionally. Still seems like a hobby to me. I don't think that magic will ever die.
Man, it's cool to hear that he still has that fire.
Well, what's magical about that is he does have that fire, and there's one of the biggest icons in music who's been interviewed. I mean, I've interviewed him a bunch of times, but every time he's interviewed, he talks about being 16 and playing with John and the right-handed, left-handed. He's told the same stories essentially a million times about the Beatles and about his own career, yet he tells it in such a way where you can tell he still genuinely has such reverence for even his own life and him, and it's why the Beatles are still so relevant even today. Yeah, he loves it.
By the way, there's much more where that came from. You can catch Willie's full sit down with Sir Paul McCartney this weekend on Sunday Today.
All right, guys, let's start with Spotify. You know it's really heating up when the Song of Summer conversation starts. And hot off the presses, Spotify has just released their predictions. The lineup includes 30 tracks that are set to define the new season. You want to listen to a couple of their predictions? All right, here we go. This one seems like a shoo-in. Let's play it.
It doesn't take a crystal ball to see. A cowboy always finds a way to leave. Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell.
Of course, you know that one. It's Ella Langley's Choosing Texas. When you hear that song in 10 years, will you immediately associate it with the summer of 26?
Yes.
We'll see. Already making huge history on the Billboard charts. Now a little Olivia Dean. This one's called Rain Me In. It features Sam Fender.
I see the tears of a man too proud to reach for a hand. I'll let my love keep you safe now. So please don't wait me.
Yes.
She is a star.
Craig literally said before this happened, I need some Olivia Dean in my life.
Everything she puts out is easy to like.
Yes.
And her, she's just infectious.
Yes.
All right, lastly, we kick off summer with this one, and seems like we're going to be hearing it all season long.
Getting different with your heart out. That's my favorite part. Now we ain't gotta tell no one what. And
Oh, hey now. All right, that's Midnight Sun. Zara Larson. Now I know why we showed that.
Dad reaction to Zara last
Look at what we're looking at.
What are we looking at here?
Laura, I'm no longer choosing Texas.
I was not.
All right. I'm choosing Midnight Sun. Any other songs for Songs of Summer? American Girls, Harry Styles, great song.
Like that, but I haven't heard anything with like a lot of beat.
I want a
That's the thing. You want tempo, right?
Yeah.
Because Homewrecker's great from Somber, but it doesn't have that tempo.
It's still early. It's still early.
Man-Child's good. Doesn't have that tempo. We'll see. It's early. It's early.
Yes.
The full playlist is on Spotify now. We'll be keeping our ears open to see who officially takes Song of Summer 2026 title. All right, let's move on to the man behind one of last year's Songs of Summer. That's Role Model. He's got some new music on the way, announcing his third album yesterday. It's called Chuck Timely and the Hourglass, set to arrive August 7th, and it comes 2 years after his hit album Kansas Anymore. That, of course, launched him into stardom. Now, the first single for the new album drops next week, and it's called High Hopes 3000. Here's a little bit of that.
Talking about high hopes, Lord knows I could use them. I know I'm a loser when the wheels fall off. Hey, now, when some independence stuck inside the fences like a damn dog.
Wow. We dropped that for
Dylan
about
and
a
I
word?
like this one.
Oh, that's good.
We're into
that could
this
be
one.
Song of
Go
Summer.
for that for Song of the Summer.
Me too.
It has that.
Yes, like the build up to
Yes.
something anthemic.
Yes.
All right, next up is Conan O'Brien, the Harvard graduate, returned to his alma mater yesterday to send off the class of 2026 as the commencement speaker. Conan combined his signature humor, but also a heartfelt message.
Yes, my challenges were unique to me, but I found that any single achievement, like a Harvard diploma, becomes less important to me in all the very best ways when I embrace certain principles. The first is that I endeavor to always remind myself that I have done absolutely nothing alone. Walt Whitman wrote, "I contain multitudes." Well, I contain a breakfast sandwich and an iced coffee from Tate. But whatever I have achieved has been with the help of an infinitely packed clown car of multitudes. If I could invite
that's true, right?
Yeah.
Love that.
Nobody does it alone.
All right, guys. Finally, we're going to finish here with Off Campus. We've been really covering them this week. Earlier, we told you that the new rom-com series broke streaming records everywhere, and now they've released new details for season 2. So get ready to follow this buzzy couple.
Who is that? Well, I don't know her personally, but I'm pretty sure that's J-Lo. That's really helpful. Yeah. I got an idea.
Oh my God! Wait, this is me!
J-Lo!
No!
All right, if you're unfamiliar, that's Allie and Dean, guys. They were like side characters in season 1, but they're going to be the main focus season 2, kind of like how Bridgerton does it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off-campus series is going to follow a different relationship each season.
All right, great pop star. Hey, let's get outside.
Let's go.
Charlie Puth is there.
Let's go.
full half-hour of music from the 4-time Grammy nominee right after your local news and weather. They're excited, Charlie. They're screaming for more.
I know. How'd they get all the way back there? They should come up here.
We want to thank our substitute teacher, Charlie Puth here, for coming and taking care of class today.
Well done, sir.
Excellent
Thank you.
work.
There's more coming up. By the way, there's a super fan here. One of our
There's a few.
Phoebe Weiner, one of our star producers.
Oh, yeah.
There's Phoebe.
She knew every word to every
She
song.
loves Charlie Puth more than just about anybody else.
There you go. Shout out to the band, too, again. Appreciate you guys. Well, good luck tonight. What, do you get a nap in, or?
I'm gonna go take a quick nap, but then we got to prepare for the special guest. So.
Oh, love that.
You don't want to tell us who, right?
Can you give us a clue?
One legend, two legends.
John Legend.
And someone I've always wanted to sing with, and it's just I don't want to give too much. I'll get in trouble.
Good. It's New York. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, Charlie, have fun at MSG tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats on the new record.
Thank you.
Shout out to all the jazz cats out there. I see you, Lily and Olivia.
That was a very jazzy version. That was the Berkeley version.
Love that.
Of that song. Yes.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Before hitting the world's most famous arena, Charlie Puth coming back with one more song in our third hour. Also, love the Go Knicks at the beginning. Well done.
Yeah, I tried to put a melody to it. It didn't really work out, but go Knicks.
We're back after a quick check of local news and weather.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.